There are demons out there. I've seen them with my own eyes. I wanted to show you some Halloween special gameplay in this video, as well as some of the new spider bow. Not sure really what it does yet, but I would imagine it probably does whatever a spider bow does. And also do a Q&A for the vast majority of the video. Some of the questions which people tend to ask me. But firstly, how many battlefielders does it take to change a light bulb? 1 to change it, and 63 to say that light bulbs in Bad Company 2 are better. That's not my joke. It is somewhat true though, because except Battlefield 4 has now pulled out all the stops, because they've brought out a phantom bow, which if you've got the last DLC, you can play with. Except it's got some crazy assignment to unlock it, so I'm never probably going to be able to unlock it to play in a proper server. The gameplay you see in here is actually just in an unranked server where you can have everything free. But I'm not too fussed. I mean, it is kind of useless at the moment. I mean, it is a bow against guns. Kind of the reason why the Red Indians lost. But then again, it's a primary weapon as well. And I thought all the primary weapons are meant to kind of be balanced. I guess it's meant to be sort of like a stealth weapon. But when you fire, it's got like a massive vapor trail, which means it doesn't work as a stealth weapon either. You're actually better off with a sniper with just 1 bullet in the chamber. That is more effective than the bow at the moment. It's also insane to unlock. You've got to do all the phantom assignments, which is just like, it's literally millions of kills. And you got to have 4 friends, and I don't have 4 friends. So I'm never going to be able to unlock it. And they've got to have different, you've got to go around the map finding dog tags in boxes first. So it is crazy. Anyway, this is a demon. You run around with a knife and you can jump and run incredibly high and fast. And you can only stab people, but you have got a ton of health as well. I don't even know if this is still in the game. It might have just been like a Halloween special kind of thing. And actually, this was the best Battlefield has ever been. Like, no joke. I mean, perhaps not with the demon all the time, but having torches that were actually useful. Like, torch was the best thing when playing on this map when it was nighttime. But I always thought it was going to be cool at nighttime since they did that Metro one from Battlefield 3 at night, and all the traces and everything is really cool. For the rest of this video though, I want to do a Q&A of the most common questions people have asked me in the comments over the last month or so. I've actually been through all the comments. One of the questions was, do you read the comments? And of course I do, because if I didn't read the comments I wouldn't know how to improve the next video, which is why it's important to leave them. But anyway, first question. What is this crap? Where's DayZ? Probably my favourite question. And the most common, which is why I've started with it. The answer is, recording DayZ is like, it's like sandpapering your nuggets. It's very difficult to get good footage out of it. Because the game is basically a deathmatch, or a team deathmatch. And to get a good video, I have to play it as an adventure, which means the footage is just so difficult to get, as much as I enjoy playing the game. But you know, once things have sort of progressed with the standalone and stuff, I'm pretty sure the number of DayZ videos and stuff I'll be able to post will go up. But at the moment, since there's no H1Z1 out and DayZ standalone is sort of being built still, it's pretty difficult. They also take a long time to edit as well. Like, this is a picture of the timeline from a Sony Vegas edit from a previous video. So you see, there's a lot of work, and I'm the only one who edits this. Like, some YouTubers get people in, and I edit everything. The other thing as well is my original series on this channel was called Frankie's Chronicles. Probably not the best name, but it was chronicling like the games that I was playing, not just one specific game. Because I figured if you don't play new games, you don't know what's good and what isn't. And I get really bored just playing one game. Some of you will probably remember that series actually, still on here. Back when I used to play Bad Company 2 with Huge Bull. What's your favourite whiskey? My favourite whiskey is actually one I got for Christmas last year. It was an Alcantoshan 3-wood. I haven't actually ever bought that myself, but that's a good whiskey. What's your favourite song? I don't have a favourite song because there hasn't been anybody who's created the perfect song for every situation yet. So, I'd have to say I listen to a lot of independent music. In fact, if you do make independent music, you'll have to send me it through. Because I'm always looking for good stuff. And half the time, like people like MDK Official, whose music I use a lot and such, they actually make better music than a lot of like more popular pop music is. So I like listening to a lot of different stuff. But if you got any, make sure to send it through, because I'm always open to listening to new music. What's your greatest weakness? Superman. He didn't put the Superman in. It's not kryptonite, though. So in that respect, I am just well hard compared to Superman. But this is kind of like one of those job interview questions, isn't it? Like, where you want to disguise it, like, as a good thing when they ask you, like, I'm a perfectionist, but that just makes me better at everything. That's a good one for interviews, actually, if anybody's going for an interview. But a real weakness, I think, I sometimes get migraines, but not migraines like you'd think, not with a headache. And they only happen like once every couple of months or so. But I don't get any headache, no pain at all, but I get like a weird wiggly line in my vision that lasts about 20 minutes and then it goes. I think it's called an aurora or something. But it doesn't do anything. It's just like one of those things. I think only men get them as well, maybe. But yeah, that's my weakness. Do you even lift, bro? No, I don't lift. Well, I kind of do, but kind of don't. I do something called calisthenics. I actually said this previously, but I still keep getting asked about it. Calisthenics is like body weight exercise. The reason I did this was because I started doing like I say weights, but it's just body weight. When I was about 14 or 15, and if you do heavy gym weights when you're that age, you can actually like distort your bones a bit. Whereas if you do calisthenics, which is why I started then it's proportional to your body weight. So there's like virtually no risk of that. But you can get like they're really good. I do that, swimming. I actually go to the gym to do legs because I don't like doing squats. I don't like bobbing up and down. So I prefer to like sit in something to do leg exercises. But that's just me. I just find the gym so boring. Like, I think the best way of doing gym stuff is if you just do a bit. You ever like put something in the microwave to heat up or something? I should just like get down and do some press-ups or something, because it's like it's dead time and you don't want to waste time at the gym. And if you do it progressively through the day, then you don't mind doing it. I heard your dog's a pro sniper. I'm not sure if this was a question or a challenge, but yeah, she's Ella Boo. You don't call Ella Boo for nothing. She's lethal. She's lethal. What's your most anticipated upcoming game? I would say Survive the Nights, but since they're an indie studio, I don't know if it'll get finished to its full potential. So I'm gonna have to say H1Z1, since it's got the might of Sony behind it. Hopefully they'll make that into a great game. Do you get trolled much? Well, there is a guy who tries to reset the password on my Origin account. He's obviously not that bright because he's the one that only has Battlefield games in it, so I don't know why he's trying to get them. But yeah, that's the only troll. The thing is, like, I probably do get troll comments, but I don't really notice them anymore because like I've been doing YouTube for 3 years now, so pretty much every troll comment I will have seen at some point already. There's nothing new, so like when I'm reading through comments, I can't even remember one, or I don't even like, it just doesn't register, I guess, anymore. What job do you do? Well, I did a law degree at uni, and I work currently as a paralegal at a solicitor's for about 30 hours a week, so it's not full time. But that obviously gives me a little extra time to do YouTube. But you have to, it's like basically being a glorified secretary at a lawyer's, and I do basic stuff there, but you have to do that to sort of qualify to become a solicitor. However, I'm running adverts on this video. No, I don't actually have any control over adverts. That's run by my network. But I wanted to address that because it obviously, a lot of people don't know how sort of bigger channels on YouTube and such work. So I thought I'd talk about it at the end. Well, this will be the last question in this video, and then people will know. You see, this is the thing people don't realise. When you get a larger channel on YouTube, it actually begins to cost quite a bit of money to be able to continue running that channel. And I'm not just talking about things like music licensing, which are sort of extras you have to pay for, but this game footage here, Battlefield 4, I mean, I'm playing the game. Like, it's me running around, playing the mouse and keyboard. I recorded it, but the footage doesn't belong to me. It belongs to EA. Like, if they took me to court for copyright, they could just wipe my channel, because it's all game footage. Like, DayZ footage, it belongs to Behemoth Interactive. It doesn't belong to me, even though I'm the one playing the game. So to sort of stop all of this copyright things from happening, you have to become part of a network on YouTube who basically sort of mitigate this for you. But in order to represent you, they obviously have to pay money to do that, so they run adverts on your channel to be able to recoup some of that money back, which is why there's adverts on larger channels. Now, of course, if you've got a smaller channel, they're probably not going to care, but they do copyright strike. Even now, channels, I mean, you probably heard about the Nintendo strikes across loads of channels, you know, about a year or so ago, where they took down just a ton of channels for posting Nintendo game footage. But just this last week, and ongoing, Activision, who do Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, they're copyright striking videos posted of glitches in Advanced Warfare. So people have recorded a glitch in the game, their footage, posted it up. Activision just copyright striked it because obviously showing a glitch impacts their game sales, so they just strike it, take it down. You get permanent strike on your channel that you can never get rid of. Now, of course, some of the ad revenue my network earns is given back to me for, you know, being part of their network. That's obviously how they get people in. And I haven't spent, since I started doing YouTube, any of that, or in fact anything I've earned off YouTube or Twitch or, you know, any of these kind of things that I do entirely as a hobby. I've never spent anything other than back on YouTube. So whatever is earned from it just goes back into making more videos or YouTube related projects, which I'm going to tell you about in a second, because I've been working on one for 1 million subscribers for like a year now. But I mean, if you really do dislike ads, then you can, I think, in a lot of browsers actually just block them. I haven't looked into it, but I'm sure there's some way to do that, so you could do that if you wanted to. Sponsored videos, it sometimes says, well, you've seen a lot of channels in the description, or as an overlay, it'll say sponsored video or something to that effect. A lot of people seem to think this means people were paid to give a certain opinion about a game. I don't think they're actually allowed to do that, to ask people to do that, so it can't be that. I know some people get paid to play games, and some of the times, if it's a game you're already playing, then I mean, people are obviously going to take that. But 9 out of 10 of the times for me, it is just a review key that somebody sent through. So they'll give you a review key for the game. Because you haven't actually paid for the game, you have to put the sponsored video because you essentially got a little bit for free. Some people also erroneously think that having a review key makes you have a more positive opinion about the game. I actually think it does the exact opposite. Because if they've given you a review key, then they can't copyright strike your video. Whereas, of course, if you bought the game yourself, then they could do. But the fact is, if you doubt the integrity of the YouTuber you're watching, then you probably shouldn't be watching that YouTuber, in my opinion. But this project I've been working on for 1 trillion subscribers, it would probably be by that time it might be done. Because I do need a little bit of help. I'm going to show you a quick screenshot of it. I'm not going to spoil it because I'm hoping to get it out around end of January, beginning of February kind of time. But this is a screenshot from it. And what I need is if anybody can animate cartoon to that standard, it has to be to that standard, so, you know, we're looking pro level here, then if you could send me a message through, it would be a big help, and you can hear further details on the project. It will be paid work, of course, for that, so if you've got a bit of spare time and you could do that, then make sure to send me a message. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't often do Q&As, but I like collect questions as the months go by. But I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next chapter.